If you didn't know its story, it might be easy to pass right by. But the owners of the Duluth Grill don't mind, since plenty of people already know the secret.
It's about 11 o'clock on a Monday. This place is packed.
Yeah, you know, we're in tourist season. It's not like this every month out of the year, but we have a good, steady business.
Modesty seems to be on the menu, along with fresh, local comfort food.
Like anything, we're kind of overachievers here, so we really have this idea that we got to make this thing as big and decadent as possible.
It's gonna look pretty, right?
Every one of our desserts we serve with 2 forks. We encourage sharing. We don't want it to be where, you know, it's a diner, so big portions, generosity, but authenticity and high quality.
Tom Hanson took us behind the scenes to see how a simple dessert like a piece of banana cream pie is a way to showcase creativity.
This is order your pie, wait about 1 minute to 2 minutes, and you get a fresh made pie to order. And so we take this, build it to order. It's meant to be a little absurd, it's meant to be a little over the top.
Hanson started the business as an Embers back in 2001 with his wife, Jaima. Back then, it was a risky move as they raised a young family.
I had a 401k of $12,000 and
Cash that out.
cashed it out. I went to the bank and took a $20,000 loan, and I was in business 2 weeks later.
More than a dozen years later, and the Hansons have not only built a successful restaurant, but captivated the taste buds of an entire community. Some places might be most proud of their plate presentation, but at the Duluth Grill, you'll need to take a peek in the back to fully understand all there is to be proud of.
This is where all the real magic happens, right?
This is the real magic, and this is the production center of the whole building. We make all of our own ketchup, you can see right here. We make our own mustard, we make whipped cream, we make chocolate sauce, caramel sauce, all of our own salad dressings, our peanut butter, our jams.
So a lot of work has gone into just what we're seeing here.
Yeah, the production on a daily level is just insane.
From honey to eggs and maple syrup to meat, if the Duluth Grill doesn't grow it, they buy it all within a 20-mile radius of the restaurant. Its kitchen and refrigerator are a rainbow of ripe colors. And here there are more compost bins than garbage cans.
This is all fresh basil, mint, parsley. We've got tons of rhubarb right now.
And this is all from just steps away.
All from outside in the parking lot, and our t-shirts say veggies fresh from the parking lot.
He isn't kidding. A lot of the food is from just steps away. 30 fruit trees and just about every vegetable there is, all on site.
We have zucchini, we have kale right here.
75 rhubarb plants alone that produce 500 pounds of the plant each year.
We thought that we could do a better job at being more responsible citizens. And, you know, to develop a sustainable community, it takes sustainable businesses, and to get sustainable businesses, it comes from being sustainable individuals.
Hanson says he never set out to do all this, but once he learned more about the Grow Your Own movement, he found his true calling of getting back to the basics. And doing that in Duluth, he found, is easier than you might think.
And we all know the Duluth climate is tough, but yet all of this is here.
We do. We get a little bit of a heat effect here in the parking lot, so that we actually help plants grow just by being right on the pavement.
About 100 people work at the Duluth Grill. Many have been with the Hansons since the beginning. But it's not just a bustling waitstaff inside that keeps the place going. A master gardener from France, no less, keeps things together outside.
I think in general people really love it. They just appreciate the fact that there's so much nature and beauty right in a kind of an industrial environment.
So the shed was Francois' idea. He built it all out of beer pallets. And then the siding is the old siding off my house. The windows in it are from a bus stop plexiglass, where the bus stop waiting booths. And then the roof is made out of an old billboard, recycled billboard.
There is no end to just how many things the Hansons have given new life.
This used to be a driveway right here.
Just a few miles from the restaurant at their home, you'll see that sense of resourcefulness on full display.
So I mean, everywhere you look.
Yeah, there's kale all along there. This is all mint. Those are cherry trees.
And a lot of the stuff from your backyard, Tom, is going to end up on somebody's plate at the restaurant.
Yeah, I mean, we cut all the mint. We cut all the kale we can use. All the squash is going to be used.
Kind of gives a whole new meaning to taking your work home with you. Huh?
Perhaps the most remarkable part of the backyard is in the greenhouse, where a new project is getting attention from across the country.
You're growing your own fish.
We have fish that are being grown.
An 8-foot deep fish tank is home to 100 Amazonian river fish. It will eventually hold 1,000. Fish that will feed on restaurant scraps until they are harvested locally and served someday at the Duluth Grill. 6-foot foam walls surround the fish tank so it stays the same temperature year-round, again surviving the long winters.
But then in the winter we can heat this sand up to 75 degrees. So we have a little greenhouse within a greenhouse.
The Hansons have committed themselves to using every inch of land to make their food as fresh as possible. That commitment is now chronicled for other cooks to give it a try.
So you're the guy who made the Duluth Grill into a cookbook.
I am, yes.
More than 5,000 copies of the cookbook have already been sold, and Barnes & Noble recently started selling copies.
Yeah, the recipes themselves are very simple. People don't cook homemade often, so it's very good to give them a place to start.
Food critics seem to agree that this restaurant is really doing what it says it does, just like we witnessed when Tom Hanson made that piece of pie.
But then we have a homemade caramel sauce that gets a final topping here. And just for a little garnish, again, this is made with organic sugar, cream, butter, and homemade
beautiful.
caramel. So I said in about 2008 that if we hit a certain number, that would be the most we could ever do out of this restaurant. And since then, we're more than double that number. So
It surpassed your expectations.
yeah, it's gone way past.
Okay. Delicious. This is great.
Life to the Max is brought to you by Life Touch. Photography for a lifetime.